So now we'll have a demo of my new paint and design tree. We'll throw that on, and well, look at that already. You know, just fits more like a glove. There's no real pressure points anywhere on the horse. The load-bearing surface is much broader. Here we've also got this section here is flexible. So when the trapezius muscle moves and pulses like that, as the horse is moving, it moves with the horse, doesn't restrict the horse, doesn't pinch the horse. And as I've explained before, these ones here flex with the horse's back as well. So let's girth this up, but gee, that looks nice already. In some cases, I've even had horses trial these exercise saddles, and a jockey, one particular jockey in Sydney came back to me and said, not only is the horse more relaxed going around the track, whereas before he was carrying his head high. It was a filly actually, 3-year-old filly, and she was carrying her head high, fighting the bit, her tail was swishing, and I gave him one of these saddles to trial, and afterwards he pulled up and told me, I was actually back in Melbourne, he was in Sydney, and I called him, I said, how did you go? He said, mate, he said, I can't believe how much difference it made to this horse. She's not only better to ride, she doesn't switch her tail around anymore, but one thing she doesn't do anymore either, she doesn't speedy cut. Now, speedy cutting, for those of you who know, a horse comes through and hits itself on the inside of its leg. There's always, the only way to fix it would be corrective shoeing from farriers. And it really surprised me to hear this horse wasn't speedy cutting anymore. But it makes sense when a horse is more comfortable to gallop and move more freely, and more balanced, the horse is more balanced, so therefore we don't have to have horses knocking each other's legs through the back hocks. So they're not speedy cutting anymore. So it was really exciting to hear that. It did more than what I asked for. So I'll do the girth up to the top hole, use the same hole we have on every other tree. And we'll just walk him off, Marley, see what happens. Already walking off there, his head doesn't come up, his back doesn't get pinched, and his head is also, I noticed, just flowing from side to side. He looks a lot more relaxed than what he did before. He was waiting for his head to come up and only go straight. He's looking around, he's happy. Now I'm going to take the, undo the girth. The other thing I'd like to show is the dust imprint. You can see when I lift the tree off, I've got an outline here of the dust. You'll get that on the cleanest horse. Across here as well, it's got an even load-bearing surface all the way around here. You haven't got any points showing, digging into the shoulders here. We've got a nice even contact, and that's before you even build the saddle and put your extra padding underneath and your saddle blanks underneath that as well. So that's another good indication of a good load-bearing surface. Okay, so here again you can see with our shoulder blade like this, where the tree points sit in comparison to my new design of tree. Here we've got your typical American tree, European. There we go. You can see how it points point forward. The length is a lot shorter, way back here. Another tree used around the world, popular brand of saddle and half trees. Again, tree points pointing forward, even shorter in length. As you can see, it digs right in here, where the girth straps, the surge signals come over. And your typical English wooden spring steel tree, used for many years and still today around Europe and America. Again, tree points digging into the horse's shoulders. The length of the tree is a lot shorter, but give me one of these trees any day. So much more comfortable for your horse. There we go.